All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys feeling? This is another beautiful day, one that God has made. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely gonna rejoice and be glad in it. Um, man, we are kicking and shifting gears. I need to take care of some things right quick, and so y'all hold tight while I get some stuff situated. Give you time to come on in. Make sure when you come in that you are uh, liking and subscribing and all that good stuff. Matter of fact, let me do something a little different. I learned this last night. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to the brothers over at B2B. Good morning to you over at Messages. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you over at It's Possible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm introducing a new series this morning, and, and really a new format. We're gonna be changing some things up, just a little bit, um, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be able to follow along. So just as you come in, I just ask that you share this video. I see my comments are working. There you go. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. We I'm gonna go ahead and get started because I'm actually gonna be repurposing this video, and because what I want to do this morning is just kind of introduce to you guys what we're gonna be doing, um, for the rest of the week. And I hope and I pray that it be a blessing. Thank you. You're such a blessing, Shauna. Thank you for sharing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing. You don't know how much that blesses me. Um, let's see. Let's see. Man, so going back, let's see. Let me do something. I want to recap and just talk about where we've been, what we've been doing, and where we're going. Um, so we started out on August the 1st, um, with men and man was not meant to live alone. Man, woman was not meant to live alone, or we sometimes said they were meant to be together. Um, that was the first revelation. It wasn't a big shocker. But we had to lay down a foundation that man and woman, were meant to be together. That um, they was not meant to live alone. As the social media guys may have you think that it's okay, and that and some may even go as far as to say that it's ordained by God. I just wanted to lay down the foundation that we were paired off for a reason. God had a reason for it all, and I'm thankful for that. Amen. So we laid that foundation. We went into accountability, and we talked about how that accountability looked into a relationship, and we went into protection, and We talked about how we needed to put on our whole armor, that complete armor of God, in order to in order to um, you know to have a successful marriage. This is the ABCs of a successful marriage, and we declared and decreed that marriage doesn't have to be complicated, but in that revelation of protection, we did establish that you needed the whole armor, the complete armor of God, and we talked about how there is that there is a war going on, and that you have to always be ready, because the enemy is always ready. He's always seeking whom he may devour. Then we went into Revelation number 4, motivation. Oh man, what a wonderful place to be, man. Motivation was so powerful. And then we went into Revelation number 5, correction. We talked about how correction was needed. You had to learn how to give correction. Vitally important to learn how to give correction, but it was also equally important to learn how to receive correction. And we talked about how that it was going to be very important, vitally important, that if you're going to receive, and walk in the vision that God have for you, then you are going to have to be able to give and receive correction. Correction was in place so it will line you back up into what the original vision was. And then we talked about agreement. This is Revelation number 6, the power of agreement. This is the one that we just got through doing. Finished it up last night, and that one was a little tough for me. That was a little tricky, because I had to call out that selfish spirit, because I realized that it was selfishness that was that's keeping a lot of relationships from going to the next level. Now, I don't know how that demon has tailor made, that attack for you. I don't know what it looks like. Maybe it's selfishness to where, because it wasn't your idea, you're being selfish, or maybe it's selfish because, whatever it is, it's something in you, maybe it could be your past, and you're saying, well, I helped, the last person I was with, and it didn't turn out too well, but there's something that was keeping you, from totally giving your all into the relationship. And it shows up many ways, but the root of it is going to be selfishness. And we talked about how selfishness is the number one relationship killer. Yeah, we talked about that. And so now it brings us to Revelation number 7. We are on week number 7. This is actually day 44. The theme is the title, or this the 7th revelation is keep the fire burning. That's right. That's right. Come on now. It's keep the fire burning. The theme of this week that we're going to be dealing with for the rest of the week is burn, baby, burn. Oh, you gotta have you got to get that fire burning, and man, once you listen. Oh, I gotta tell you, sir. I'm gonna post some pictures later on, but I just came from my yearly. Thank you, Sean. I just came from my yearly camping trip, and this is a trip that I've been doing for some years, and and I had a goal where in the state of Alabama, I was going to camp every major park in the state of Alabama, and I've been doing this for a lot of years, and you know, this past weekend was actually um, the last I can't say it on paper it was the last one, but my sister Renee reminded me that it was a part that we didn't get to because the tornadoes that came in and they shut that part down. So now I got to go back and research and just see if that park has reopened, which I'm pretty sure it has. But the whole point was that we went all the way down to Gulf Shores, and that was going to be our last. It was going to finish up the series of camping all major campsites in the state of Alabama. Now I say that because I know a little something about keeping the fire burning as it relates to keeping that campfire going. I see when and I want to tell you this story because I want you to see how it's going to relate to having a successful marriage. See, in building the campfire, you need at least two people. Now, one can do it alone. Yeah, one can do it alone. But if you want to have a successful campfire, you need at least two people, and those roles are going to be very unique. See, you're going to have one is going to go. Now, this is how I built. This is what was going on with my life. This was going on with my family. See, this is how we built the campfire. You see, one would go and gather the wood. They would gather the wood, and because it was very important that we had wood, not just wood to get the fire started. We didn't necessarily need wood to get the fire started, but we needed the wood to keep the fire burning. So one would be starting the fire. We getting leaves and lit twigs and stuff, and we like to do it all natural. So we getting our fire started. We got our striker or whatever we're gonna use, and we're building this fire, and we're blowing. We're doing all the steps to get this fire. That meanwhile, you got that person that's going around. They're in the woods and they're getting dry dead wood, and they bringing it to the campfire, and they sitting on the side while the other person is getting it started with the leaves and the twigs. And see, once that fire got started, then we start adding, bigger pieces, and then all of a sudden we got a big warm fire, and then we can keep warm. But it's very important that we continue to get the wood, because at some point that fire would die out. And so when I related that to the revelation of keep the fire burning, I said, that wood was tools and resources. So you have to constantly get your tools and read. Oh yeah, it's easy to get started, man. You all in love, you're doing everything right. You can just giggle, and man, the whole room is giggling just because, it was just the situation is right. But see, life goes on and things get a little harder, get tougher, and it's going to take bigger things to keep it going. And so those bigger things were, going out and getting your tools and your resources, like the power tool. You had to go out and get those things in order, to keep the fire burning. You had to do some things. You had to make some phone calls. You had to send some texts. You had to plan some things. You had to get your tools and resources in order to keep that fire burning in your relationship. Oh, we had, when the campfire was built, I remember, now all the kids, everybody self, they formed a circle around the fire, and they got their sticks and they marshmallows and chocolate and graham crackers. Not one of my things, but my kids loved it. They made what we call s'mores, and they enjoyed it, and everybody felt the warmth from the campfire. Everybody benefited from it. I need you to understand that this is this is what that keeping the fire. I mean, this is what we're going to be talking about through the rest of the week. See, I told you that we were baking a cake. So I remember that you said it's about 5 ingredients to baking the cake. I don't know what those ingredients is, but I take your word for it. See, we got 5 ingredients. So what I believe is that we have over the past 6 weeks we have been um, baking a cake. Or it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Now, we have been putting ingredients in together. We had let's talk about some of these ingredients that we did. We put that ingredients of the first revelation. The first ingredient we put in was the ingredient of man was not meant to be alone. And then that ingredient of accountability, and then that ingredient of protection, that ingredient of motivation, that ingredient of correction. And then we said we were going to place it in the oven and watch it bake. And that revelation of agreement was once all of those ingredients was put together, and then you actually have a cake batter. We put it in the pan, and then we placed it in the oven, and then the power agreement just pulled it all together. Now we have the making of a cake. So if all of that was the ingredients and the ingredients, and then the revelation of agreement was the actual putting together the baking, then I say that keeping the fire burning is the icing that we put on the cake. Oh yeah, it's the icing, baby. It's the icing. Yeah, yeah, you can have a cake. You don't have to have icing, but it's so much better when you can put your favorite icing on the cake. I can deal with chocolate. I like a lemon icing. I like a vanilla icing. I like maybe a buttercream. There's not the strawberry. There's not too many icings that I don't like. Now I may be more particular about what type cake it is, but man, I can kind of deal with any type icing. So the revelation of keeping the fire burning is the icing that we're putting on the cake. I need you to understand that, because see, we're trying to build some things. You say, Eric, what are we building? We're building a successful relationship. Okay, so so moving forward for the rest of for this revelation, I'll be coming on at 7 o'clock. Okay, I'll be coming on at 7 o'clock. If things change, I'll let you know. But we'll be coming on at 7 o'clock, and we're going to be giving you the revelations. I will tell you tonight. We're going to be talking about 10 ways to keep the fire burning in your relationship. That's right, 10 ways to keep your the fire burning in your relationship. So you don't want to miss tonight at 7 o'clock. Like I said, this is a new format. One that I'm really excited about. One that I really had to make sure that I was heading in the right direction. I believe that I am. So I look forward to spending time with you guys and exploring, this new series. Keep the fire burning in your relationship. I'm looking forward to that, because I believe that we're gonna get revelation. I believe that somebody's gonna get healed through this. I believe that you're coming to the place where you're understanding what's happening, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what God is doing through this ABCs of a successful marriage. I'm excited about the reports that we're getting in. I'm excited about the marriages that's being healed. I'm excited about the ones who said, "Man, you know, oh, Eric, it's getting close. Oh, it's getting close." And I say, just don't give up. Just keep doing what you're doing. I believe that this is a very um, a, a great recipe, a great recipe to have a successful marriage. So, to my soon to be married, to my newlywed people, listen. If you know somebody that is about to be married, and or you know somebody who has recently got married, I'm talking about, a year, 2 years, 3 years, they still in that honeymoon phase, or about to embark into that holy thing. What I want you to do is, I want you to share this broadcast with them. See, what I realize is that what we're doing here is this is what we call preventive failure. We're trying to, you know, if we do understand that there's some people that need help in their relationship. We believe we understand that there's some people that's struggling, and they could have been like me, that's been, married, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, then, and, 30 years, and still struggling, and you need help. You need help. You need help. You need help, and there's help for you. Okay, I promise you, there's help for you. You're gonna have to get your tools and your resources. You're gonna have to keep the fire burning in your relationship. So, if anything, if you've been wondering, you say, "Well, Eric, man, what is it in this book for me?" Then I would say that these last two revelations is for my seasoned vets out there that's been in this fight for years, and you still looking, and you still needing some assistance. Oh, you just like everybody else. You just like everybody else. Don't feel bad about it. Don't let Satan. You know what? Let me correct that. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. You owe yourself better than that. Don't lay in that in that comfort zone to where you're not allowing yourself to grow because you have got comfortable with where you're at. Don't do that to your marriage. Don't do that to your spouse. Don't be so defeated to where you say, Eric, there is no more use. I give up. Don't do that either. Don't do that. I told you that the struggle is necessary in order to elevate you. Don't do that. Find a way. Find a way. I believe that this through the course of this week, you're going to be healed. I believe your marriage is going to be healed. I believe if you just tune in for at 7 o'clock, for the next 4 days, I believe that I believe a miracle is going to happen in your relationship. I believe that. I believe that. The only thing that I ask that you do, two things that I need you to do is that, one, tune in. And the second thing I need you to do is, once you tune in, I need you to come with the spirit of expectancy. Oh, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight, because I see what you're going through. I see that you're trying to fight through the crowd, and people are hindering you, and you feel the fears of those people just keeping you from being great. It just, I mean, every time you turn around, you know, that something is stopping you, and you got all of this in your heart, and you want to give so much to your spouse, and it seems like you got all of these hindering spirits that's out, and you wonder why. Why? Oh, well, I'm just listen. Don't spend time on why. Just know what you got to do. And what you got to do is just you got to keep on pushing, because one at some point always got to give. Everything gonna have to bow down to the name of Jesus. Everything gonna have to confess. You just got to keep pushing. You see, you don't understand that what God is at, what He's really doing is trying to figure out what's in you. What is it in you? Maybe it's something that's in you that He's trying to fix, and you're thinking that that struggle is an attack from Satan, but really it's God saying, "What's in you? Are you ready for your promotion? But you got to be tested." Oh, don't give up on it. But your elevation is on the other side. I promise you. I can see it in the spirit. So don't that's saying I'm ready to throw in the towel. It's over. I'm tired of being hurt. I'm tired of being let down. I'm tired of being not valued. I'm tired of being treated like I'm not a part of the power of two. I hear what you're saying, and my word to you is just don't give up. Oh, I know it's hard, and I know you cried, and I know that you listen. You just said it. You said I'm tired of crying every night. I'm tired of crying every night. So this message is just for you, just for you. Joy comes in the morning. Don't give up. Don't give up. So guys, listen. My time is up. My name is Eric Kirk. For those who don't know, I'm a relationship coach. You know, I support godly marriages with those tools and resources we talked about. You know, I support those marriages with tools and resources. Joy comes in the morning. Amen. I support those marriages with tools and resources to empower them to have to empower them to create the marriage that they desire, and not only the ones they desire, but the ones they deserve as well. You know, so guys, I'll be coming back on throughout the day. Um, you know, but stay tuned. Mark your say the date, mark the calendar, do whatever you got to do. Hit the notification bell, because tonight we're going to dive into keeping the fire burning. The theme is burn, baby, burn. 10 ways to keep the fire burning in your relationship. Until then, love you guys.